Okay, so today we will be looking at. Okay, sorry about that, just getting a big bleed. So today we will be looking at chapter 10. Oh my god, what is circled right there? Oh my god. What is this?
Whether we're talking about classics like The Stinky Cheese Man, terrifying hauntings like The Boy Who Comes Home to Hear a Voice That Has No Body Attached to It, or the secrets that are waiting for you on the 13th floor of a haunted house, we're going to touch all of these horror stories with today's list of top 10 creepy bedtime stories that shouldn't be for kids. Coming in at number 10, we have The Stinky Cheese Man. Honestly, this is one of the best books ever written, but I don't know if it should be for kids. Basically, it's a series of children's stories that are known to be famous fairy tales, but they have been reworked to be very strange. Now, I loved this book when I was a kid, but that could be why I'm so weird now. You could read this book to your kid, but they might end up like me. The main story of this book is called The Stinky Cheese Man. It was basically the story of a gingerbread man, but instead of people trying to chase him down to eat him, they can't stand the smell of him because he's made of the stinkiest cheese, so he thinks everyone is trying to chase him down and eat him, but in reality, no one can stand him. It's the perfect representation of someone who thinks they're great, but has no idea what's going on in the real world. The one I remember the most of the Stinky Cheese Man versions was The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling, if you guys know that story, starts out as an ugly duckling, grows up to be a beautiful swan. In the Stinky Cheese Man version, starts out as an ugly duckling, and then he grows up, and it turns out he was just an ugly duck. I remember that one so vividly because my mom would read it, and she couldn't finish reading it, because the last line when it says, turns out he was just ugly, she would laugh so hard. She'd be like, and she could never finish the story because she thought it was the funniest thing on the planet.
Coming in at number 9 is Under the Bed. You best believe if someone told me this story when I was small, I would have gone and slept in between my parents. I don't even care. I did that till an extremely old age, which I will not say. 12. You get scared sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. Now, as the story goes, a young boy is just sleeping in his bed when he hears footsteps outside his door. Thinking he could be either a serial killer or just a random creak, he peeks at the door before it swings open. As the door opens, it reveals a crazed serial killer holding the dead bodies of both the boy's parents. Terrified and frozen watching him, the man put the parents on a chair and got some blood on